me, one of the first things I realized as well when I went abroad was that first world privilege, man. What I didn't know what that was. What was it like? What are the benefits to being American? What is it like? And then as soon as you leave, well, now this was back in 2012. I don't know if this is still the case now, but
Yeah.
I think it's kind of changed a lot since then. But back in 2012, America still had a lot of popularity around the world, and to be called an American, oh, you're an American, oh, you're an American, wow, you're from the States, wow,
Yeah.
you're like it's like that's the first time you kind of feel that. Whereas when I was in the States, I never, I knew what it was to be Black American. I don't know. I didn't know necessarily what it meant to be American. What were the actual benefits of
Mm.
being American? You learn that in more ways than one when you leave.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. I'm remembering, this is so funny. I didn't even mean to get into this. One of my students, he's like 9 years old. He's like an especially like outgoing and just opinionated. He's a funny kid. I really got to like him, but he was a situation when he showed up in the class. Like immediately this kid showed up and the entire dynamic of the class changed. Ended up being in a good way. But I remember his second day in the class, he was leaving and he's like, where are you from? But almost like in that, like if you were in LA, you know what I mean? It was like, man, I'm shit. I'm with the rolling 50s, you know what I mean? It was like really rolling 60s. But it was like aggressive, especially from a 9-year-old, He's like, where are you from? And I was like, I'm American. I'm from New York, and it was like almost like, I'm from New York, man. What's up? And he was like, oh, okay. I thought you were from Bangladesh or something. My parents thought you were from Bangladesh. Oh. And I was really like kind of, I tend not to get shocked by racism.
Yeah.
I tend to be like, in this, but I wasn't ready for it from a 9-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't have the conversation with him until later. But so what about us from Bangladesh? There ain't nothing wrong with being from Bangladesh. Like, what is this attitude about? You know what I mean? But it was like, oh, you're American, which is wild, man. And so you got to stop and think about it sometimes. Yeah. Although it's not right, and it comes with a lot of, it's problematic, but there are advantages, and and it has nothing to do with anything that I had anything to do with. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? My parents just happened to have sex in America, happen to be born in America. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when people talk about privilege, people normally get all up in their, get their underwear gets all uptight, like, like as if someone just accidentally shoved something up your ass, unexpectedly. It's like, no, privilege is basically you benefit from something that you had no effort in actually helping to come to realization. Like you didn't necessarily earn it. It's something that, it's just a consequence of the status that you have. And there's, to a certain degree, people have different elements of privilege, right? Whether it's that you're a man in your society, or whether, I'm an American walking around Mozambique. There are built-in privileges to that, and it doesn't make you less of a person to acknowledge them. I know firsthand visas. When it comes to visas, trying to get a visa to go somewhere, trying to get a visa to go to Europe, is a lot easier for me to do that than it would be for someone from Cambodia or Vietnam. And so not realizing that and not acknowledging that, I just think we're doing a great disservice. But what are some other experiences you've had regarding this? Because of course, when I talk about first world privilege, people are going to be like, oh, you didn't experience racism. It's like, no, I didn't say that. Of course.
we're still black. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's still it comes with a lot of stuff because
We're
people
black.
will do to us like, I mean, we get the thing that Asian Americans get, you know, because Asian Americans, people be like, you know, say, so where you from? They'd be like, you know, Pasadena. Come on, you know what I mean. Where are you from? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we get a bit of that too, even though, it's possible that our ancestors could have been in the United States for the past 400 years. But for some reason, there's a way that whiteness has been equated. Like when you think of an American, most people, at least in this country, will think of a white man specifically, right? If they think of an American, they will think of a white man. That is their episode. So then we are, so we still, there is still a stratification by which, Americans are viewed. So yeah, we're still black, man.
And I would say
mean,
even
and it's,
among that analogy of what Asians experience and Asian Americans experience within America, I would say is holds true among Black Americans among the African diaspora, right? Because we're treated a lot better than people from Nigeria, or from Angola, and so, or even people from Jamaica. So you even have that where you're one of the good blacks.
yeah.
You're,
Oh no, for sure. Yeah.
And so yeah, it's
Never mind if you're from New York City. Oh my God, we get treated like it's. You guys created rap. Thank you so much, you guys. That's fantastic.
good on
It
you
just
guys.
doesn't end. What is it? The what do we call it? Oh man, what is? I can't believe I'm Audrey Lorde. It's I can't believe I'm forgetting this word, and we're on the air.
Ah man, it's all right.
It's different. Oh God.
Stepping ladders.
No, so you can be American, but you're also black. Intersectionality.
Intersectional. There we go.
I had to draw a picture of it. I did a Venn diagram with my hands. Intersectionality.